Of all the inventions that are happening around the world, tablets might be the most neglected of all. And the reason for that is that's very selected audience group that it targets. And that's why in order for you to make a dent in the wall, you need to be really special. Xiaomi's Mi Pad 5 recently launched in India, and now since I already had this device for more than 3 months now, I think I have an opinion. In straight word, Xiaomi Mi Pad 5 is the most obvious loser. And I'm gonna tell you in this video the reason I think about this. But before that, before talking about the negatives, let's talk about the positives. And trust me when I say it's not gonna take much more than just 5 minutes. If I give you the Xiaomi Pad 5 right now and ask you what you think about it, the first opinion that you will be like, hey, wait a minute, I know this tablet, but from where? That's because Xiaomi Pad 5 is heavily inspired by iPad from Apple. And since they have managed to copy the designs and the aesthetics of it, they have done it really well in a way that the build quality, all metallic and glass, feels really premium. Along with that, since I know Xiaomi for a very long time now, I also know that they have a tendency to cut corners on the buttons of the devices. But surprisingly enough, since they copied the aesthetics from iPad, I bet they also managed to make these buttons really tactile and the quality is super good. Like, so good that I was like, wait, what? Is this really a Xiaomi device? And what exactly is this happening? And that's why initially when I bought this device like 3 months ago, I wasn't really sure if this will land in India because the build quality is something which I am not used to seeing from Xiaomi. Having said that, I'm not going to be giving you the specifications of Xiaomi Pad 5. I mean, what's the point, right? But the processor that this pad comes with, which is Snapdragon 860, is super powerful. I mean, it's made for gamers initially, but then if you're not gaming, you can do all those tasks that you're used to. Multitasking and like playing anything, opening applications, everything will be snappy. And in addition to that, 120Hz of display is also going to be helping you, making your life easier, especially when you scroll a lot, reading content or like just going through things. It's super fluid and you will love it. And one of my most favorite features in this tablet that has really surprised me actually is the reading mode, which lays in the display settings. You turn that on and there is another toggle that you have to turn on to make the emulation of the screens look like a page. And trust me when I say the job is done really beautifully. You will literally feel as if you're typing on a paper keyboard and the display that you're reading is paper, even though it is literally an LCD panel, not even AMOLED. And that makes me think, if the display was AMOLED, oof, that would have been really better. But I'm going to talk about that later in the video. And that's all the positives that I had to mention about Xiaomi Pad 5. And trust me when I say I am using this tablet for 3 months every single day. All the people who probably might have received it are like just using it for a week or two at max, and they're giving the review. But the speakers are not worth mention if that was something that you were thinking about, because speakers are, yes, this tablet comes with 4 speakers. And you might be thinking it's very good for surround sound. Yes, it is. It's super loud, not rich. And I think a speaker will only make a cut into my worth mentioning points when it is rich enough. And that's why it does not make the cut. But any which ways, that was all the positives. And now let's talk about the negatives. I'll be starting off with the display of this tablet because that's the most annoying part of this tablet for me. The display is high resolution and it supports like HDR10 and Dolby Vision, all those funky stuff, and also it is 120Hz. It's attractive, but it's not AMOLED first of all. So to power on this big of a display, the battery is working really hard. Second thing, the display is not even bright enough. Like the top brightness is very dim when you go outside or if you're watching a content with direct sunlight through. I watch a lot of movies while sitting on the couch, and my couch is in a place where sunlight hits this tablet. And this tablet is just not able to be like it's not capable of showing me the entire content in a way that I can still watch it indoors. So imagine taking this tablet outside. You will have difficulty watching stuff on it, and that's why I think an AMOLED display with a higher brightness would have been much more appreciated here. Second most annoying thing for me on this Xiaomi Pad 5 is the way that Xiaomi actually represented this tablet to the customers. Well, if you remember that video, or I'm gonna play it right now for you, you can see that the drag and drop functionality is super good, and you can open 2 applications on resizable window and all that fancy stuff, and it looks too good, like too good to be true. Because when you actually try to do that, first of all, not all applications are resizable and you cannot really use them even on multiple screens. So first of all, that's the biggest thing which needs to be there, and it's not there because a tablet is a productivity machine in my opinion, and at least those applications should add support. Well, that's something that Xiaomi cannot control. Let's ignore that. But again, you can see the images being copied and pasted, like just drag and drop, and there you go. You have an image from Chrome to MS Word, just like that. Now, that works very well on Apple devices. On Xiaomi devices, you have to tap and hold the image on Chrome, then press and copy, then come back to the MS Word site, tap and hold and paste, and that's how you're going to be transferring every single image. I'm like, are you crazy? Why would you show something that's not even the real thing? Like, you're showing as if the integration is so seamless, you just drag and drop and it works. It does not work like that, and that is why I thought of mentioning this second most important point for you. If that is something that's going to lure you in, you should know the reality. The third and the most annoying thing about this is that even though the tablet comes with a very strong processor, the software it's running, MIUI, well, I think if you already have used a Xiaomi phone, you know what I'm about to say. It's buggy, and it's so buggy and irritating at some point. Like, it just glitches out, like it will freeze at some point, applications will not respond, and I've had that couple of times while I was using this tablet, and sometimes the only resolution I had was a forced restart. And not to mention, from the day that I actually bought it, which is about at least 3.5 months ago, there was 0 software updates till date. And that's not even all. Like, Xiaomi has been promoting this tablet as a media machine. You can watch the content really well, right? And one of the biggest platforms that you will think that you will be watching content on this tablet would be Netflix, right? And in the box itself, it says Dolby Vision Atmos. I'm going to show you the box right now, and you can see it's literally mentioned. So the focus is for people who are literally browsing or watching a lot of things. For me, on Netflix, I constantly lose the L1 wide one support for some reason. And for people who don't really know what L1 wide one is, this is the thing that enables your device to play high quality videos on Netflix. And since that goes to L3, for some reasons, I constantly cannot watch high content. Like, even though I have a subscription of Netflix for ultra high resolution content, I have to watch standard versions of it, like the 720 or maybe lower than that on such a big display, and that is really irritating. And the only way to fix it is to reinstall the Netflix application from the Play Store or reboot and do those kind of things continuously. Along with all the productivity things that Xiaomi shows this tablet can do, it can also connect to a dock keyboard which has like pins here because it connects to it, as well as a stylus which can magnetically connect to it and also charge while increasing the productivity. Those are some things that I wanted to get, but I could not really find much available. They were available here, but I couldn't. But for some reason, I'm happy that I didn't, because a stylus that costs about 100 euros does not really make much sense to me, first. And second, for people who really bought it, I feel pity for them because their experience was not really nice. And the proof for that is the link which is there in the pinned video that talks about one of the issues by one of the users who was just probably fed up enough to make a video about it. And then if you look in the comment section of that video, you will find so many people complaining about that. Not to mention that there are also Reddit posts which also talk about the same issues. And I think that's really strange, because if those things, like if the stylus and the keyboard are meant to enhance your features, why would you make those features not good enough? Because now they are ruining people's experience. And some people are so fed up that they actually send the tablet back to the manufacturer because it was just not good enough. It was more irritating for them than pleasing. And to sum up the video, I will say that this Xiaomi Pad 5 is a really good device. Like, don't get me wrong, the tablet is good, amazing specs for the price it comes for. But again, it's not something out of the world. It's not something that excites me, and it's definitely not something that I will go crazy for. But any which ways, that was all for this video. If you enjoyed watching this, make sure you click on subscribe or leave a comment if you have any questions. If you want to tell something also, comment section below, or you can reach out to me on my social media handles, which are also in the description section. If you have any ideas for the next video, feel free to drop them. Not sure when it will come, but for sure I will make it. And have a very good time, and I hope to see you all again in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.